Jeepers Creepers! Race fans, welcome back to the Jeepers Creepers here at Gravity Throttle Racing and the Great Sand Dunes.
This is the first group of the Sweet 16, and we find out the first two going to the semifinals. This is Richard Gere.
And my name is Aaron Take. Are you tracking? Let's learn who the first four drivers are. And first up we have the number one seed from Pharaoh Mods is Clot Eastwood driving that Wagoneer.
Yeah, his weight distribution is just a little tail heavy.
And now, the number 9 seed from Dubious Diecast is Mr. Dark, and he drives that J10 with a 40-60 weight distribution. The number 16 seed are the Essex Boys. That's right, from Essex County in England, and they drive that Colchester Gladiator. And then finally, the number 24 seed from Polk County Diecast Racing, Willie G, drives that Commando.
Yeah, he's got a pretty even weight distribution as well. So race one, folks, with Willie G on the outside, then strike Mr. Dark. Claude Eastwood is closest to us, and he seems to have a lead. There goes Mr. Dark. No, Claude Eastwood just tipped over on his side, and now Willie G is challenging Mr. Dark, as Mr. Dark has a slight lead on the left lane and through the pretzel turn. He's got to come up and around the hill, but he'll take the lead. No, he won't. He just... Whoa! And now Mr. Dark is not finished, and he seems to be playing swing on the half pipe.
Yeah, that's not the way Mr. Dark would like to begin racing. And here, Claude Eastwood has some trouble. Watch carefully, as it looks very innocent, but he gets caught up at the top. And you gotta like how each of these drivers is pushing it hard. But unfortunately, Mr. Dark lost total control on the half pipe. Look at the way Essex Boys just sneaks on through for the second place. And wait a minute, Billy's train isn't even running. So Willie G gets 6 points because he landed on his wheels. Strike will take second place and he gets 3. Race fans, we've got 7 more races.
That's right. Just a reminder here, as race 2 is about to get underway, it's 5, 3, 2, and 1 is the scoring. And if these guys can land on their wheels over that jump after the finish line, they will collect another extra point. But really, they want to also hit Billy's train and knock it right off the rails. And if they do that, if they participate in that, that's another additional point. As we're watching Claude Eastwood just pull way out ahead. Here comes Mr. Dark in second place. Willie G in third on his side. Oh, there's a lot of crashing, and we've got 3 of the drivers have just smacked Billy's train.
And Billy is radioing in. He's saying that he is tired of getting hit so often he hasn't even really started around the track. So I guess the Ducks are putting the train back on the rails, and he will be driving the train again. This half before the halftime.
Oh, no kidding.
So that means that extra points will continue to be dished out here in the first half of racing. Now here's the finish, and Claude barely touched the train, but I guess they're going to give him credit. We saw Mr. Dark clobber it. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. 3 of the 4 drivers get 2 extra points.
Now Willie G, he still has the lead, and of course he's in lane 2 right there next to Strike. There go the green lights, and look at Willie G pull out there right along with Claude Eastwood. Oh boy, they're side by side, and Willie G has the lead, and now Claude is going to pull on ahead a bit. What a tight race between those two. Here comes Claude around the pretzel turn. And he's on his side. And now Willie G's going to pull out ahead. And Mr. Dark is pushing. He's pushing Claude into second. And Essex Boys will sneak in for fourth.
There have been quite a few surprises in this race so far. And one of them is Willie G. Look at him hold pace with Claude Eastwood. Now remember, Claude Eastwood had the fastest time trial, under 17 seconds. And then it was Willie G who clocked a 19-second run, and that was his only finish. So we've seen the tables turn quite a bit as Willie G adds 6 more points, and he stretches the lead out to 4 points as we get ready for race number 4.
Yeah, the time trials, they tell you one thing. They tell you what's not going to happen in the racing, and I'm convinced of that here at Gravity Throttle Racing. Race number 4 is off. Mr. Dark looks like he's doing quite well, and once again, Willie G is pulled up there. Claude is right next to him. It's a 3-car race, and Claude holds on the lead. On the outside lane, Willie G is behind him. I bet you Claude's going to win this race if he holds on tight, and now Willie G is flipped over. Here comes Mr. Dark for second place. Essex Boys Strike is having a little fun, but he'll cross the finish line in third.
And we'll begin here with Willie G in the white Commando. Watch as he comes around and comes down the hill. It doesn't take long. He gets the front end loose and loses control. In fact, he almost wiped out Mr. Dark. Claude Eastwood just lunges way past the tracks. Mr. Dark manages to hit a tree, and that's what gave him the opportunity to knock Billy's train over. Unfortunately, Claude doesn't even land on his wheels, but he does get 5 points. And he leads now as we go into halftime, 15 points over Willie G with 14.
We have another half of racing, but first let's go to commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a big surprise for you. The Ironbeard Big Wheel Halftime Show. We have one more exciting thing to share with you all, as these drivers get a chance to drift with Billy. Is that what really we're doing here? Is drifting with Billy?
Probably drift through Billy.
Oh, wait a minute. I think you're right. I'm getting word now that Harvey and Mo are handing away beer for any of the drivers and the big wheels that are going to knock over Billy. So the Hold My Beer guys are living up to their name, and there's the first winner of a beer. I think it was only fitting that it was Ironbeard, James Ironbeard, that carried away Billy right then. And Fred, man, I think that was Stupid Fish Racing that had that gorgeous drift. Hey, let's turn our attention back to these Jeeps as race number 5 is underway, and Claude takes the lead early on. Willie G is right there on his right-hand side and second place. But Claude Eastwood's going to stretch it out. Mr. Dark is in third so far. Is Claude going to hold on to the lead and collect 5 points? He will. He's looking good. Oh, he doesn't land on his wheels, though. What happened to the other drivers? And there goes Strike with Essex Boys. Now, where are the others? Oh, it's Willie G and Mr. Dark tangled up.
Watch just how fast these drivers are going over the dunes, and almost losing control was Claude Eastwood. But here's where control was lost. Willie G gets caught sideways, and you see him turn and twist around. Mr. Dark's going to come in and just try to climb right over the top of him. Unfortunately, both drivers are stranded right there by the ducks, and it looks like the ducks are asking for autographs. No time for that. There's Claude. Unfortunately, neither driver finished on their wheels, but 5 more points for Claude Eastwood puts him in the lead by 6, and now Strike is within striking distance.
After such a really hot start, Willie G is finding himself losing ground. Now, he's on the outside lane. Maybe things will go better for him. Claude is next to him on his left, and Willie G's falling behind a bit now. Claude is in the lead. Now Willie G's coming up. Oh, what a great run. Willie G is tied up with Claude again and now pulls out in the lead slightly. No, Claude is ahead. That is some fantastic driving. Oh, now Claude's tipped over and Willie G's behind him. And here comes Mr. Dark. No, Mr. Dark is having trouble. And now Essex Boys pulls it out. I don't know if he won or if it was Mr. Dark.
You know, Richard, I hope that little duck is okay. And watch what happens here. The duck actually is in the road, but he does not cause that accident. Claude Eastwood lost control, and the duck, maybe he wanted an autograph, but he keeps rolling on. And there you see how they got stuck on the half pipe, and I was watching Essex Boys. Here he comes into the frame, and sure enough, Strike is going to take first place, followed by Mr. Dark. Look at how Strike, he's really rallied into second place quite well. Mr. Dark's in third.
We have 2 races left, race fans. And believe it or not, all 4 drivers are still right in the mix. I know Willie G would like to finish, as he's had 3 DNFs in a row. There are the green lights, and Willie G is pulled out nicely. There goes Claude Eastwood. Once again, he has shown a lot of speed on the upper part of the course. Mr. Dark's in third. Let's see how they come around as... Okay, there's Willie G onto the half pipe. He's going to finish in second. And there is Essex Boys in third. Something happened to Mr. Dark. Hey, Clot's on his wheels.
And race fans, let's go to the bloody replay. Watch Claude Eastwood. He is just hanging on for dear life, and so are the other drivers. And here is where dubious diecast Mr. Dark got himself into trouble and was unable to finish the race. That's very critical. There's Claude into first place, and quite a spin for Willie G, but he finishes in second. So let's start with Willie G, who bumps his score up to 17, and now Strike has 19. We know that Claude Eastwood has secured the first spot.
Congratulations to the driver closest to us. And who's going to join Claude Eastwood? This is the final race. Here we go. Oh, wow, look at that. Very tight. Willie G is going to pull out ahead. Is he going to be able to hold it? Because Claude is very fast, but look at him go. What a run for Willie G so far. Oh, he hangs on. He got some airtime. Claude is right on his tail, and it's going to be Willie G in first, Claude in second, Mr. Dark in third. Mr. Dark lands on his wheels. Hey, I just realized nobody hit the train.
It's been a very entertaining race today, but I believe that first place finish by Willie G will propel him into the second spot. Now watch in slow motion as he takes advantage on the upper part of the course. This is usually where Claude has showcased his speed, but this time it was Willie G that pulled out ahead, and first place plus 1 extra point. Indeed, Willie G is going to move on with 23 points, and he joins Claude Eastwood as the first 2 to enter the semifinals.
Well, race fans, we hope you enjoyed the first of 4 Sweet 16 group races. Let's flip those cards, and here are the first 2, as Aaron alluded to. Now, the next group for the Sweet 16 is Group 2, and we've got Ram Raid, Arlo, James Ironbeard, and Captain Chaos.
Are you tracking?